before I went to bed, I set up what I needed to. I went to bed, I got up in the morning, and the next thing you know, I've nearly doubled my position. And I'm just thinking, how the hell does that happen? I couldn't wipe the smile off my face, and I still can't.
Hey everyone, I've got Simone here, who's one of our mastermind clients. She shared with me the other day that she has made 240k, which is a yearly salary, in a day's worth of trading. So I wanted to get her on video so she can share a bit about her experience. She's also quit her job. She's doing crypto full time now. Why don't we start with the beginning, really? So way back when you were working in a 9-to-5 job in construction, I believe. And that was the focus of your time, and then you shifted into crypto. So tell us a brief bit about, I guess your job, then transitioning into crypto, why maybe you decided to get into crypto, and then when you reached out to us.
So going back to last year, I was working in a construction mining role as a HSE manager, and I met my now husband. And, we had a bit of an aspiration to go traveling around the world, buying a big catamaran. And I wanted to get out of that high stress environment and find myself something that I could do from the boat. So thus some kind of online income was ideal. And a friend of mine had actually started playing with crypto. I didn't know anything about it, during the course of COVID, didn't understand it. Then one day this came across my Facebook page, and I thought I'd give Andrew a call and have a chat to him about, what CCI offered. And I guess the rest is history.
What were the key things for you that you really wanted support on with education from CCI or anyone else at that stage?
It was more about that technical analysis. But when I actually got into the course, I quickly learnt that it was far in excess of just learning, a little bit about, candlesticks and, moving averages and things like that. CCI taught me right from the beginning how to secure my private information, what websites I should be looking at to get the information I needed. So half of that first journey was all about setting up, my own computer, my wallets, my platforms that I'd be working from, understanding where I'd be getting this data from. And so that was a huge learning experience, because for me, it was a little bit like learning another language. I think, Joe, a lot of the stuff that you talk about with the mental psychology and the physical health was also a very important part, coming from a really stressful job.
Yeah.
And then I guess that the rest of it just kind of starts falling into place, because once you yourself are in a really good space to be able to learn and to I guess understand, the things that Sam goes through about, all the macro stuff that's happening worldwide, the technical analysis that's been super important. It's getting easier and easier every day. Every day you
Awesome.
kind of, you're all doing it a little bit differently, and you learn so much from just the different, I guess, personalities and the different way that you actually take on a task. But importantly, what to look for. And so if I am planning to, buy some crypto, I can lay out my plan, my strategy for one of you to have a look at before I do that, just to make sure that I'm on the right page.
What do you think has really helped you, aside from the education? Because you've got a really solid platform with CCI around the education. Has it been the support, the community? What are the other things that you've really enjoyed?
Definitely the support in the community. We've got the Discord channel, which we spend a lot of time on. There's also, Facebook pages, Messenger, etc. So I guess you can there's a lot of information. So you can quickly become overwhelmed. But I think it's a bit of a learning process whereby you gradually start to pull that apart to understand, well, which bits apply to your strategy, because you're trying to cater for so many other people with different strategies. And it's only after probably a few months you start to narrow down which bits are more important to you than others.
Awesome.
So that community's been super important, because there's been times when I've just gone, wow, I just can't get this right. And, a quick message to yourself or Sam or one of the other guys, and very quickly I'm back on track again. So it's a good support network, and hopefully that goes both ways in some ways, where we find a good deal and we share that with the group, and so it's good. It's like, I guess, working with workmates, but we're just not in the same room.
Yeah, fantastic. What would you say to someone that's maybe watching this video that is considering working with CCI, that is in that state of overwhelm and they're feeling lost, to be able to go ahead and create results like you have? What would you say to those guys?
I find it really exciting, the thrill of making money. Love making money. Who doesn't like making money? Sure, you don't like losing it, but I think if you're really passionate about getting into crypto and you don't want to waste your money, then I think it's really important to get that education and have that support network behind you, so that you can share the decisions that you might want to make sure that they are the right decisions for you, because everybody's bank account balance is different, everybody's strategy is different, and as you become more comfortable with what you've learnt, the people that you're dealing with, you may have a small budget initially, but then as I've done, myself and my husband, we've expanded our budget quite considerably, because we can see exactly what we can do with this cash now, instead of letting it sit in the bank account or letting it sit in our self-managed super fund. We can actually use that money to create tenfold what we otherwise would have. And I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited about the future, and we have a strategy and what we want our retirement to look like. And this is going to go a long way towards that. And it's been an amazing journey so far. Journey that you've helped me along, Joe, has actually made me realise that this is actually possible now. It used to be a dream that we could have managed with the income and the savings that we had, but now it's well and truly doable. And we're just really excited to get to the end of next year or the year after and take off.
And how does it feel? I think the biggest thing, how does it feel knowing that you put very, very little effort into creating what you did in a whole year's work in one day through the click of a couple of buttons? How does that feel, putting all of that energy, effort into creating what you did through the click of two buttons effectively, over the space of one day? To me, that's mind-blowing. The shift that can happen through education, right? You learn that you don't have to do what we've been programmed and conditioned to do for many, many years. There's a different way. And as soon as you can see that and open up to it, then your life can change pretty drastically, like it has done, eh?
It's pretty crazy. That particular night, I actually earned that in my sleep, crazy enough. So, before I went to bed, I set up what I needed to. I went to bed, I got up in the morning, and the next thing you know, I've nearly doubled my position. And I'm just thinking, how the hell does that happen? I couldn't wipe the smile off my face, and I still can't. So now I have new expectations of myself, very high expectations about what's doable, especially coming into this bull run. It's very exciting.
Do you have any parting comments or anything that you want to share with anyone that's maybe watching this before we jump off the line?
Look, get online, have a look at the reviews that CCI have. I think it's, is it Product Review or TrustPilot?
Yeah, TrustPilot.
TrustPilot.
Reviews, yeah.
That was one of the sites that I went to check out whether CCI were a Rigidigi company or not, as well as some other spaces. And because that was really important, because I had paid for some education elsewhere, But this is by far the best education, and I've pushed so many people towards CCI, just saying, look, it's a great amount of education. If you really want that support and the education that you're going to need going forward, at least you know that this stuff is real, and it's certainly worth taking up.
Imagine making 12 months while you're sleeping, all that stress, all that energy burn, and you can do that while you're sleeping. It's just an incredible achievement and such a really cool thing to hear. So you certainly don't want to wake up one day with half your portfolio gone. You want to wake up with your portfolio doubled the next day, ideally, when you wake up in the morning. So yeah, really appreciate your time, Simone. Thank you. Anyone else that's watching this as well, you can always reach out to the team, booking calls or have a chat, whatever you want. There's links for this. So thank you, and thanks again for taking the time to chat.
Thanks, Joe.